In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 6, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Tigers versus New York Yankees. The Detroit Tigers will play the New Yankees in Game 2 of their series on Wednesday night at Yankee Stadium in New York. The Yankees won the first game in this series by a score of 5-1, and they have played some solid baseball in recent games. Manning outpitched Schmidt last week in Detroit but wasn't awarded the win because Tigers relief pitcher Alex Lange gave up a 3-run bomb with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. That won't happen twice. The 25-year-old pitched well last month, hosting a 2.8 earned run average and a 0.96 WHIP in 6 starts. His last 4 outings, in particular, were impressive as he got off to a rocky start against Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. In the last start, he held New York to 2 hits in 6 innings. I feel confident he'll continue his recent hot streak against the middling Yankees. New York has been warming up, but that's bound to cool by the end of this series. Schmidt was less impressive in August, giving up 19 runs and 33 hits in 6 starts. He has struggled with his command and has given up a long ball in 4 of his last 5 starts. It's likely his innings count is starting to wear on him. He has pitched a career-high 134.1 innings in 2023 after pitching just 57.2 innings in his first true big league season last year. Manning has pitched well enough on the road this season to predict another solid start from the youngster on Wednesday in the Bronx. So the Detroit Tigers money line is our full game side pick. The under cashed when these starters faced off last week. The under is 37 to 29 to 2 in Tigers road games, the 3rd highest under winning percentage in MLB. It's also 53 to 41 in their games versus American League foes. The Yankees scorched the Astros over the weekend, hitting 7 long balls. Manning has only given up 11 this season, 8 of which came in 3 games. He's been able to hold most of his opponents in the yard, something the Bronx Bombers rely on to score. New York hasn't fared well at the dish anywhere, even at Yankee Stadium. I don't anticipate that changing in the final month of the regular season. Detroit averages 4 runs on the road and only scored 3.9 runs per game overall last month. Schmidt's home earned run average is nearly a run and a half lower than his road earned run average. He didn't have his best stuff against the Tigers last week, but still held them to 3 runs with 7 strikeouts in 4.2 innings. If he can keep the ball in the yard tomorrow, I'm confident he and the Yanks bullpen will do their part to keep the total low. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Washington Nationals. The New York Mets and Washington Nationals face off on Wednesday in an MLB showdown at Nationals Park. Neither pitcher has been on a major league mound this season as Jose Butto is 0-2 with a 4.3 earned run average and a 1.77 WHIP in 14.2 innings, while Joan Adon is 2-1 with a 5.9 earned run average and a 1.14 WHIP during his 29 innings. When looking at the power throughout the previous 15 days, these offenses are on different levels as the Mets have hit 20 home runs as a team while the Nationals have 14 homers hit as a team. I'm not running to the window to back either of these losing teams or these pitchers who have small sample sizes this season. With that said, the Mets are putting together a nice week and the offense has shown signs of life. The Nationals have lost 6 straight games, and the pitching staff is allowing an average of 8.16 runs during that streak. Cheap price, I'll take the team that's playing the better baseball right now. That's obviously the Mets, so the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. New York's bullpen has a strong claim to being MLB's worst reliever group, thanks to a league-worst -0.2 WAR. Washington's relievers are one of the few challengers, bringing a 0.4 WAR and 5.01 FIP into this series. The late innings of these matchups should feature fireworks when these 2 unreliable groups take the mound. As for the starters, the Mets haven't decided anything yet. That's typically a sign that nobody of an all-star caliber or extensive MLB track record will be tossing the first few pitches. Washington's plan is Joan Adon, who has a 6 earned run average as a starter and 9.6 earned run average at home this year. 4 of his 5 starts have finished with double-digit runs. When looking at the bullpens throughout the season, they have been struggling, as New York is 21st with a 4.42 reliever earned run average, while Washington is 27th with a 5.15 bullpen earned run average so far. Looking at the offenses in the second half of the regular season, they have been scoring well, as the Mets are averaging 4.09 runs in their 47 games, while the Nationals are scoring 4.63 runs during their 48 games since the Midsummer Classic. This game will keep the scoreboard operators busy. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Atlanta Braves. The St. Louis Cardinals play the second game of a 3-game series against the Atlanta Braves on Wednesday. St. Louis enters the series losing 2 of 3 against the Pittsburgh Pirates, while the Braves enter the series having won 3 of 4 against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Cardinals got swept by these Braves once already. At home where they're better, and all 3 losses were by at least 3 runs. St. Louis has found ways to lose this season, even when they were competing for most of it. Atlanta has dominated nearly everyone in their path. Spencer Strider's run prevention is beginning to catch up with his elite swing and miss stuff if a dominant August is any indication. At the plate, the Braves score against anyone, and the Cardinals are a bottom 10 team in run prevention this season. Strider will deliver again. The Braves will bash a mediocre Dakota Hudson. St. Louis has had a very disappointing season, and the Atlanta Braves offense should be able to continue its success against Hudson here. Strider last time out had a disappointing start, so it is expected he will have a nice bounce back, as he rarely has back-to-back bad starts. As well, this season, St. Louis is 0-3 against Atlanta, and in all 3 games, the Braves covered the -1.5 spread, and the average margin of victory is 3.33 runs per game. Atlanta's offense will be too much for the Cardinals here, while Strider will lock it down to get the Braves the W. This one shouldn't be close, so the Atlanta Braves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Atlanta came into this series putting up 5.8 runs per game, the most in the majors. St. Louis came in at a modest 4.49 per contest, with Spencer Strider's 3.79 home earned run average facing Dakota Hudson's 5.4 road earned run average. This game will probably finish with double-digit runs. These are 2 teams that hit the ball harder than almost everyone. Atlanta has MLB's highest hard hit rate, while the Cardinals are 3rd by that metric. Each club is top 10 in slugging homers too, which Truist Park tends to help hitters with. A hot Atlanta day, a pair of hittable pitchers, and 2 offenses that crush the ball should combine for a lot of runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.